Hi guys, it's Chelsea, and before I kind of dive into this video, I kind of want to explain it. This video is going to basically be about my goals for the new year and kind of review this last year, and I don't really believe in resolutions or like the typical New Year's things that people do, and I know this is kind of preemptive, but I'm going to kind of explain it. My idea is for this to kind of be a two-part video. Basically, in this video I want to tell you my goals and kind of explain them, and then in my next video I want to make like a plan of action, like how I'm going to do this, and I think that's really helpful. I think that New Year's can be a very cool time. It's one of my favorite, so I guess I'll just kind of get into it. The first thing that I want to do is kind of review this past year, 2011. It was a really hard year for me, for my family, emotionally, and in all sorts of ways, but like probably something that I'm most proud of would be my weight loss in 2011, and that really started in like the summertime, the end of school year, end of my sophomore year, where I really decided that I wanted to change the way I looked and the way I felt. And I did some yoga, I just started eating better, and I'm so proud of myself. That's definitely not something that I'm going to stop doing just because the year's over. I'm going to continue that. I really want it to be kind of a lifestyle for me. The next thing that really I think helped me this year was I started journaling, like physically writing down, like outside of like blogging and things like that I do. I started legitimately carrying notebooks around and just filling it with whatever was on my mind at that point. What did I just show you? Okay. Whatever was on my mind, I just wrote it down, and to me that was really helpful, really soothing. The last thing about 2011 that I was really proud of is I think that I like myself for who I am more than I ever have. I think that I have kind of gotten to a balance of, like, I'm so close, in my opinion, to being at that perfect balance of, like, being who I am and also being who I want to be. And I think people, especially girls, struggle with that their whole lives. And I love that I have worked so hard to like myself in so many ways, and I would love to do an expanded video on that, but that's not what this video is about. Anyways, moving on to my goals of 2012, which I'm really excited about. The first thing that I want to kind of do in the new year is I want to start reading more. And I was a kid, when I was younger, I read all the time. I mean, I was a super good student, I loved to read. I mean, so many different books, and you know, I think when you get older and you're in high school or even in college or even in junior high for me, almost constantly, like consistently, all year long, all the school year, you are reading a book for English. You have a book that you have to read at home, you have to read at school, you have to do reports on it. It's really important for your grades. So I think that kind of deferred me from reading leisurely, and I would think that reading for me is really soothing, really relaxing, and kind of like a healing thing. It makes me feel better. So I really want to start like leisure reading more than I have been for the past few years. Secondly, I want to study, and I kind of did this at the beginning of junior year, because I'm a junior, really well and trailed off, but I start a new school this coming semester on the 4th of January, and that means new school, new grades, new everything about myself. I can be whoever I want, and again, I like who I am, so I'm good, but I definitely don't want to ever have to be, like, I think every single high school student at some point has to do like all-nighters or stay up really late to finish something, and I think that's okay to an extent. But for me, I definitely want to try to prevent that. I want to be a lot less procrastinating and a lot more like action planned. I think you know, I have a few ideas about how I'm going to do that, but I'll tell you more about that later. Secondly, this is kind of a big deal for me. Ever since I was in like 8th grade, I've pretty much hung out with the same group of friends, and nothing against them. I love my friends. They are the best, and I'm definitely very secure with them, but I think it's kind of handicapped me. I'm not very good at meeting new people. I'm not very good at like chit-chat. I feel really like socially awkward a lot because I'm around a bunch of people who love me for who I am, and I never really branch out. So in 2012, I definitely want to branch out. I mean, I'm starting a new school. I kind of live in a different area, so I think it's definitely a good time for me to start doing that. This kind of like, the next one kind of attaches to that. I go to church. I'm very strong in my faith, but I'm not very involved in church. I kind of have no friends at my church at all, and I don't like that. I don't know what the answer to my church situation is, if I should go to a new one or what, but I know that I want to be more involved, and that's really important to me because church is something I really enjoy if it's going well, and right now it's not. So yeah. The last thing that I have really made a huge goal for me in 2012 is I want to know by the end of the year, and that gives me a whole year. Like, this is not something that I need to do right now, but in 2012 it will be my second semester of my junior year and my first semester of my senior year. So I feel like this is a very important time, and like where I need to figure out what I'm going to be when I grow up. Like what I'm going to major in college, kind of have an idea of like my ideal college, like where I want to go, what do I want to do, like what do I want to major in, do I want to get a PhD, or is it okay just getting a master's, like what I want to do realistically, what my plan is. Yeah, so I think that one's hard. That one's going to be the toughest one, I think, on this whole list. And I've kind of bounced around for a few years about what I want to do. It's changed up depending on like things I learn in school and what I really like in school. So I definitely want to like solidify what I want to do, what I want to major in, where I want to go, all that kind of stuff, because I've never been really like 100% sure. So yeah, that's basically it. I definitely encourage you to think about some things that you liked about this past year, that you thought you did really well, or, you know, give yourself some encouragement before you start thinking about everything you want to change about the next year, because I promise you it is a lot easier to build this huge list of things about yourself or about your life that you want to change, and then completely forget everything that has gone really well or that you really like. And I think it's a lot easier to set a realistic like list of goals after you see what you've done so well already, if that makes sense. Sorry. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this video, I will probably do a follow-up video in the next week or two about my like plan of action, about like how I want to do this and how I'm going to do all these goals like and accomplish them, which I haven't even thought about, so I should probably do that. But yeah, thanks for watching. You know, subscribe if you like me. I don't know. I feel like I'm just not good at this to even say that, but thank you. Yeah, bye.